Hey guys, welcome back to Braddels Gaming and to another episode of my Far Cry 5 custom map series. Today we're going to have a look at my custom map called Ancient Horus, as you guys see there on the screen. Well, at least you were seeing a second ago. Anyway, we're going to load this map in and I'm basically going to take you guys through a sort of walkthrough slash preview of my map. You guys can see a little bit of the behind the scenes here. And I guess, what I'll do is something I don't really do often in these videos, but actually show you guys a bit of the behind the scenes work that I've done. So that's an overview of the map. It's probably a medium-sized map as far as Far Cry maps go, and I've really tried to make this map feel like it's part of a larger world, because I find a lot of maps, they're good, but then they just have complete emptiness beyond their boundaries, and it really doesn't feel that polished. It doesn't feel like they put in that much effort. It just takes away from the overall map satisfaction. So, I've really tried to make this sort of like an Egyptian atmosphere. You've got pyramids in the distance, you've got the nice sort of African, sort of Egyptian deserts in the background there. And, there it is, my tag, because I kind of want to give myself a bit of endorsement, allow people to know where this map has been where the map creator is from, where I'm from, because I'm trying to direct more people to this channel so that we can get this community growing, and hopefully one day we can start our own sort of lobby where it's just subscribers versus subscribers and that sort of thing. Anyway, so here is the sort of map layout. What happens is one team spawns in this fortress over here, and the other team spawns in the fortress over there that I'm highlighting, as you can see. And what happens is it's basically a fort versus fort sort of style gameplay. So you're very welcome to stay in your spawn and just try and snipe people across the map. However, if you're not much of a sniper like myself, then you can follow this sort of windy pathway that goes around here. I'm going to slow down the speed of the camera. You go up this ramp, and this is one of the coolest features of the map. This is actually a snake pit, so definitely watch out for the snakes here. They're hiding in the bushes, just as a slight tip there for you guys. And I actually made these statues here with a snake head, kind of like a totem as to what this sort of location of the map is, that it is a snake pit, just to give a little bit of a cue to people who walk in this area that they've got to watch out a little bit. And then you come up through this other ramp, you come up over here, turn around the corner, and you're at the enemy team spawn, the other side of the map. And I've tried to make the map as symmetrical as I could, because a symmetrical map is a balanced map. It doesn't mean that all maps have to be symmetrical, because there can be some really good maps that aren't symmetrical, but I've tried to make my map, at least this map, symmetrical, because, I'm sort of new to multiplayer maps, and, I'm just trying to make them as balanced as I can. But as you guys can see, this is the enemy team spawn. The spawn rooms are pretty much the same on either end of the map. So here you have, this mummification room. There's a sort of bridge here to get to the other side of the fortress. And this is sort of like a nice little royal bedroom. I know it's a bit funny probably having a royal bedroom right next to a mummification chamber, but I'm sure you guys can understand me for my lack of historical knowledge. Prior to, well, when making this map, I actually hadn't played Assassin's Creed Origins yet. So, what you see here is my own interpretation of Egypt. I didn't really, look on Google Images or anything. I basically just saw these Egyptian assets in the map editor quite a while ago, and I always wanted to do an Egyptian map, and so yeah, this is my own sort of take on an Egyptian style map. So this is the treasure room. There's a lot of golden coffins, treasure chests, and yeah, the backstory behind this map is that, each team is trying to defend their treasure room, and so yeah, they're basically trying to, gain superiority over this whole map. I just realized that I might start doing more videos in this behind the scenes sort of style, because it means that I can get around the map much quicker and show you guys the whole sort of walkthrough of the map without me actually having to run around and it taking a lot more time. But one thing I will show you guys in explore mode is a really cool feature. Hopefully the navigational mesh doesn't take too long to load in. Oh, look at that, beautiful. And so here we are. This, I'm guessing from this guy, oh, what am I saying? Hold on. Let me just catch my breath. What I was trying to say is, from this perspective, you can actually see what it looks like from a playing perspective instead of a bird's eye perspective. But yeah, this is another sort of little starting area. You know, this is sort of like the armory. You got your cross and, well, what am I saying? Cross and bow, bow and arrow. You got your ammo boxes, and the same thing is on the other side of the map. Now, one little cool thing I'll show you guys here is a little shortcut you can take. Instead of running all the way around or using the zipline up there, one thing I'll do before I show you guys the shortcut is I'll tell you why there's the zipline there. I decided to add another way that you can traverse the map, and that zipline inevitably ends up at the same point of you running over here, but it's more so for people who spawn in the fortress. So for anyone who spawns in the fortress, they can use the zipline instead of having to go down the stairs and running around. And for the people that spawn on the ground level here, well, they're probably not going to run all the way up there to the zipline if they can just run over here to get where the zipline inevitably ends anyway, as you guys can see right there. Okay, so yeah, this is a little bit of a construction area. I just like to touch on these finer details, these finer locations of my maps, because these are the areas of the maps that I try and detail the most, that I try and put in the most work to really polish it. But yeah, now I will show you guys the shortcut, and this is a game changer. A lot of people run past this secret tunnel, most of all because it's really tiny and you're probably not going to see it when you run past, but also because a lot of people don't know that you can actually break these wooden planks. And so yeah, you just come up to it, you punch it, and you're through. And you go through this little tunnel, which you can only crouch in, and here is the secret sacred room of Ancient Horus. Ancient Horus is an Egyptian god, and I decided to name my map after Horus because I wanted to give my map its own unique tag. A lot of maps are called Egypt, and that's pretty generic, so I wanted to give my map a little bit of originality and call it Ancient Horus, as that was something really unique that no one else had thought of. So yeah, this is actually a really cool room because it acts like a little secret room that not many people are going to discover, and it has this booby trap here, fire jets on either side of these statues. Now I'm in explore mode, so I'm going to take no damage when I go over to them. But when you're actually playing the map, you're actually going to take damage if you go into the fire. So you want to stick to the edge here because otherwise it's going to be pretty chaotic if you and someone else was to catch fire and then another person was to come into this room. It would probably look very hilarious. But yeah, we're going to come through this other secret little small crouching tunnel. You can also shoot at the wooden planks if you want, but that's wasting ammo and you may as well punch it. Just to save yourself a little bit of ammo, and you come out and you're on the other side of the map and you just saved yourself maybe 10 seconds just from traversing through this middle bit, instead of having to, of course, run around the whole map and probably waste a little bit of time. You can just come through this little bit of a tunnel. Now the downfall of this tunnel is that, you know, coming out of it you're going to be very vulnerable because you're not really going to be able to see what's around these corners that well, and so anyone who is around here, they're probably going to have a very good advantage at being able to shoot at you straight away, and you're probably not going to have enough time to react. However, as you'll see in the gameplay after this preview, I actually was able to use this tunnel to sneak past, well, to sneak behind the enemy team, and in a way I kind of broke my own map because I started spawn killing the other team. I was really mad because throughout that gameplay, the first half, I was just not playing well at all, and then, you know, me spawn killing the enemy team was kind of my way of getting back at them for the times that they killed me before. This map is a very highly rated map on the editor, well not on the editor, the arcade anyway, It's got 4.7 out of 5 stars, so definitely check it out. And yeah, what will follow is some gameplay of the map for you guys to enjoy. So for the second of the map, I'm going to stay quiet and I'm just going to let you guys enjoy what this map has, you know, its strengths and its weaknesses. I'll allow you guys to see it for yourself. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to subscribe and like the video. There'll be some more custom maps coming your way soon, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'm Braddels Gaming, and remember to have yourself a very nice day.
Team Deathmatch. Enemy team took the lead. enemy team took the lead. You're ahead. Explosive performance. You're about to lose. Failure is imminent. You're about to lose. Failure is imminent. Failure is imminent.